so we mentioned Connor's statement earlier, but if he gave his week's wage to someone in the UFC, they would all just stop working. I disagree with that purely from the fact that the amount of work that took them to get to the UFC alone meant a drive and a passion that doesn't just die when you get a paycheck. And if you apply this across the board to anything, Cristiano Ronaldo, greatest footballer of all time, paid more than any other footballer and still can't walk away from the game and still scoring, can't help it. Eminem, greatest rapper of all time, sold more albums than anyone else. If you had to take the money away today, he'd still make an album tomorrow. There is a passion that is instilled there that you cannot kill. And
is that Mike bugging you, Greg? You've knocked it 3 times in 10 seconds.
It's standing on top of a box, and I keep hitting the box while I'm talking. I talk with my hands.
What do you do with your hands?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. So I think when you reach the top echelons of any sport, art, whatever it may be, you only get there through the pure drive of passion, and the outcome is income.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with the I mean, Jay, you and I live by that idea of the harder you work, the luckier you get, even in corporate jobs, and people notice, and the outcome is income, and we do it for the income, but we love what we do.
Yeah, it's always going to be there. Of course it is. It's a human driving force. It's way more deep-seated than combat sports and the UFC or fighting or even sport. It's, you know what I mean? It's a human drive, and it's always going to be there. It's a necessity. It's a requirement. And there will, in certain cases, be a massive love of money. That is a huge motivating and driving force, especially in the top levels of professional sport, where you can pay shitloads of money.
Fighting is an entertainment
motivation. It is not the motivation for the majority of athletes who have a competitive, burning desire that exists in their very core. That doesn't go away when you just start earning a shitload of money.
Yeah. So it takes a specific kind of person who wants to earn money by putting their life on the line every time they get into the ring.
Yeah, Sean, that's prize fighting, right? Job, you should be expected to get paid shitloads of money for putting your life on the line every time you step into a ring, on the mats, in a cage. That's prize fighting.
Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, prize fighting has been around forever, and it's always been about, I mean, there was that Jack Dempsey, that meme that was going around about the fact that he would let you punch him in the head with a sledgehammer for $2 because he was so hungry. So this is for some people, they don't do office jobs. For some people, it's in their blood. They're warriors. If we were living 1,000 years ago, they'd be on the battlefield because they love it. They'd be killing people in wars because they love it. They wouldn't be at home making swords. They'd be using the swords. So to think that those sorts of people don't exist today, and don't try to find a way of monetizing that drive, that hunger inside. I mean, everyone tries to monetize their most loved passion. They're getting to do that now, and in MMA, I mean, it's the pinnacle of, to me, it's the pinnacle of sports.